first opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And finally, he's out of bounds, but not before a great return. He's all the way inside the 30.
As the excitement continues to swirl after that return, if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about keeping that excitement going. Already in scoring position, I've got to take some shots at the end zone right now.
They'll go play action here with Penix.
Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3. So maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on the defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 15.
Now Etienne to start the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Lawrence will throw. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jags will take over here just shy of the 30.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's deep for Duvernay.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 46 yards.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. 2nd and 5. Etienne up the middle.
And he'll find his way down right around the 12. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Etienne. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Jaguars have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Falcons at 9-5 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And a short gain here, down to the 22.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Penix. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
They'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive.
Looking to throw, Penix. That is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Touchdown! Drake London.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Buying time to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Now Lawrence. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To the air, Penix. Throw left side, there's London.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Robinson up the middle.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second and 8 coming from the 19. They'll throw with Penix. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
Second half starts with a run by Etienne.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Good job there keeping him to a short game. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Now a 2nd and 2. Now a handoff to Bigsby.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
A handoff running left is Etienne.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
On some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And looking to throw, Penix.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And take it right on the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. A short throw there to
and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a 2nd and 5. ETN once more.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with ETN. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Going for it, here's ETN.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Into the hands of London. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw.
That's out wide here for Robinson. He's got room to roam.
And down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Doolin, the man in motion. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
They'll try and throw with Penix.
And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. He finds Hopkins complete. The career catch number for him just continues to climb, now at 1,070, and that is where Reggie Wayne finished.
And I was always told, if you went about your business like Reggie Wayne, you had a chance to be a heck of a player. So I've asked, how does this guy go about his business? Morning, noon, night, pregame, postgame, pre-practice, post-practice. That's why he's accumulated this type of number.
Here's Lawrence. That one complete downfield to Thomas. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jags answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This is 1st and 10.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Not a bad game there, and it's okay to still run the football in this situation, but you got to be careful to not take too much time off the clock.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Trayvon Walker in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Back to throw.
This is Robinson.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. He's got Mooney.
And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Flushed out right.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.